Because like most of the time with auto combos in easier fighting games, you just don't do the last hit of the auto combo and you can start chaining stuff together.
Oh yeah.
And then you got games like Killer Instinct where most normals will chain together.
Oh yeah, it's like normal, then you get special, normal, special.
Yeah, you can chain multiple normals together too. And then there's manuals which fuck with the scaling. Well, used to fuck with the scaling, and then they adjusted it. It was like shit where you could do like 70% damage combos with Sadira.
Oh no,
Now
it's
she's,
grab.
now she's trash.
I'm kind of glad Sadira's trash.
I'm kind of disappointed that Killer Instinct fizzled out so hard. Like, it's got a really cult following,
Yeah.
but a lot of the reason why that game didn't take off as hard as it should have was because it was an Xbox One exclusive, and the PC port they released fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
The Windows 10 App Store exclusive thing where the netcode didn't work. In typical Games for Windows Live fashion.
Then we got Steam version, but it was dead
Steam-
by that time.
Steamworks is only as good as the traffic on the servers at the time. Because everything on Steamworks goes through like the same gateways,
Yeah.
it can sometimes be really frustrating to use any game that uses Steamworks netplay. And just by the sheer volume of people using the service, and the fact that it's free so they'll never scale up the hardware, or they'll rarely scale up the hardware. Ugh. Seems like a bad time. Are there like 3 people playing online? I mean, it's more than BBTag, but like...
I mean, I'm browsing the US servers right now.
Ah, okay.
So there's like, what? It's like 7 AM for East Coast, and that's pretty much all the people there are.
Yeah. I mean, judging by the quality of the netcode, I'm not sure all of the US players you're playing against are actually in the US.
Yeah. I mean, they wanna use the US server. It's fine by me.
Is it one of those games where like there is no Oceania server?
There's a Southern Hemisphere server. Nobody was on it.
Yeah. Sounds about right. That's my like perpetual fear with fighting games nowadays. If I don't have like a super personal investment in it, I'm not gonna be like, well, I'll play it and have some fun online, because that just doesn't happen.
That's understandable.
You really gotta force it. If you like a fighting game, you have to get super into the community in Australia to actually get matches.
Yeah. It's a little odd.
I mean, it makes sense by law of large numbers. Like, we're a fucking small country,
Yeah.
and we have really shit internet.
True.
And electronic things are expensive as hell. I connect the dots and I see not a lot of people wanting to buy a lot of fighting games to play them online.
There should be more though. That's all I have to say.
At the point where every video game you could possibly want to play could be played from home, that is when the arcade scene died.
Yeah, that was a really
Because I think
small period.
the point in time when like arcade stuff really took off with like competitive play was when consoles were a thing, but the stuff you got on consoles were inferior versions of arcade stuff.
Yeah.
Like you look at a version of Street Fighter 2 that was released on the Super Nintendo versus like a year later on a console, on an arcade machine.
Yeah. I mean, there's no real point to having arcades anymore, unless you have a cabinet or game in mind. It's purely for like the local arcade kind of shit.
Well, the excuse at the moment is you can put arcade machines in a building if it also serves alcohol.
Oh yeah.
That seems to be working okay for people.
Isn't that like what Barcade is literally doing?
Yeah, Barcade is doing it very well there. Most other places that are imitating are doing pretty fucking shocking jobs.
Oh yeah.
And like, to be honest, Barcade isn't like an insane example of like we're revolutionizing the arcade thing. It's just kind of neat.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's alcohol, games, whatever.
Man, that beer sucks though.
Really?
I went to 2 different barcades when I was in New York, and all the beers I had on tap were fucking gross.
There's no fucking BB.
No VB, Jesus.
No fucking BB long necks. What, 745?
Quarter to 7 in the fucking morning!
I gotta fucking memorize that video now.
In the criminal justice system, there are 2 groups. The fucking Ripper Aussies and the Dunk Cunts. These are their stories. Oh my god. The amount of fucking videos that came out of that thing, they just randomly shot up on Facebook, someone posted it on YouTube. So fucking good. Oh.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Fucking VV, long neck at 6:45 in the fucking morning.
You dumb cunt.
And the dude's like fucking 60. It's so good.
5:30.
I'm so sad that the only bad thing that comes from Malcolm Turnbull no longer being Prime Minister is we may never get a part 2 of Malcolm Turnbull: A Day in the Life, which was like one of my favorite stand-up shows I've seen in a while. This friendly Geordie's dressed up in like a Victorian era suit with like white clad face makeup and a long wig, pretending to be Malcolm Turnbull.
Oh shit.
It was really funny. It's a bunch of really specific Australia jokes too. Like the last joke in the show is talking about getting Malcolm Turnbull getting sucked off by Mercedes Corby. I'm relevant too. I have emotions. Get the fuck away from me. Oh, this is the Eden Hall for our first stage because there are random floating platforms everywhere.
Yeah, there's fish flying around.
Oh yeah. Hey, that game was fucking weird, and I'm assuming the sequels are too, because why would you dial that down?
Yeah, why would you? And I'm dead.
Oh no, nothing else behind. Thanks, Twitch. I think it's insane that after all these years, Twitch's download servers in Australia are still fucking atrocious, but their upload servers are really good.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
They've been saying they're going to improve the ingest infrastructure in Australia for like the last 5 years, and they say it like every PAX too. No one's holding them to it because no one in Australia covers anything Australia specific. Because there's not a lot. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know why companies like Twitch have Australian staff representation at like cons and shit. I'm not even sure if they actually work for Twitch. I think they might just be contracted.
It's to appeal to the crowd.
What crowd?
The crowd of 2 people.
Can't wait to go to PAX and watch a whole bunch of people who are apparently like Twitch partners. AKA, who the fuck are you playing Fortnite?
Oh yeah, that fucking happened. I was at Comic-Con. I think there was like an entire like 10 meters space that was just full of Twitch.
Man, the last time I went to Oz Comic Con, like UMBC 3 was still relevant.
Whoa.
And
I only
like,
went because my friend invited me. And you already
I basically went for a similar reason and spent 4 hours playing Blaze Blue and UMBC 3.
Oh, I spent the whole time fucking playing Guilty Gear.
They're like, there was some like Channel 31 show that was filming.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh hey, can we play against you and like film it, but we won't put your face in? I was like, okay, sure.
And then you fucking bodied them.
Yeah, I just had Dr. Doom on first.
You are the worst.
That was back when I was like very much into that game, and my team was Sea Viper, Doom, and Strider Hiryu.
Oh boy.
That was like the most Guilty Gear team you could get in that game. It was nuts.
Oh, that was fucking execution. Bullshit. And then he got the good loops. And Strider.